Welcome back, guys. I'm sure you guys remember last time, and I know this is a day later than I usually do it, but I don't care. I'm still giving you this content regardless of whenever I upload it. Make sure to like, subscribe, hype. I really don't care whether you do this video, as long as it's positive. Please don't dislike it. Anyways, now, let's finally get into this. And I'll start with Yuri, since I think she'll be longer. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, TSC. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. It's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. It's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to see it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing up bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies in an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon my piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of the cutting knife was the symptom. My bread. My hungry curiosity. The raccoon. An urge. The moon inclements its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taking to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Chaotic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions throughout them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want you to express the way it feels to me and indulge my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's fancy. Didn't Suki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who'd make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Ahaha, don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, Thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, and the last one is Monica. Hi again, TFZ. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Maybe. Hahaha. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. And let's think sorry, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Haha. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But you're and Atsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Yeah, and you can talk to me about it every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything. Am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or anything. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red gleam and blue. And endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I never said I don't like it. No, I never said that. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's just a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote my lines really short made it feel like they're trying to squeak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Ha ha ha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. So when that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay, she definitely is breaking the fourth wall at this point. I can definitely tell. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Breaking the fourth wall, that's what you're talking about. Ha ha ha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And that's all the people. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can sit at the front of their room. Oh gee, I sure wonder what it's about. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not going to just put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Also, where's Sayori? I haven't seen her in a while. Sayori has been working up posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us is gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting all the posters up, just in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, there's a comic poster. Hold it up for us to see. Finally. Took us forever to see her sprite, but finally saw it. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start putting posters up, did you? Yeah? Well, did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, no? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Ugh. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember, Natsuki and Yuri have shared their poems with anyone just a couple of days ago. It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and put each one on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And then more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes us standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess it leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think this is too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have really been trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around everyone to see everyone's expectant faces. I guess I don't have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off with everyone to feel more comfortable. Can I go next? Ha ha ha. Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion by each line she recites, bringing her words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone else has their eyes on Monica. Sari looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thanks. Thank you very much. Ignore that, thanks. I was just hoping to set a good example. Ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the poem. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? That's my question. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of turns and twists in its structure as she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sari hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Wow. She apologizes for everything. You knew to apologize for that. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you were saying to other people. Imagine if you were saying it yourself, like in front of a mirror or your pen. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sari begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like a soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe that's what Sayori meant by she likes my poems. If I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sari finishes and we applaud. I did it! Yay! Good job, Sayori. Even TFZ liked it. Of course I like it. I like everything in this world. And I really don't. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very nicely. But it might be the other poems don't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, asking poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Nerd. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that sort of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. the, the next time, I'm gonna make you pick home the challenges a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Oh, who's next? Tsuki? Don't make people go before TFZ. It's not gonna compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let TFZ lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Tsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. That's not a guide, much as a selection of what to read. I always have to go what I wrote for today. I stand up and gather in front of the podium. Everyone is eyeing me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not really confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think less of your abilities and more of your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Well, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Oh, that's very short. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when it's spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if it's giving life to the poem. Bouncing up and down is also related to the title of the poem, Jump. Must be a coincidence, though. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you really feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it could be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Instead, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time which you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting out this effort in for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll continue playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do the best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Like you two. What's going home together like that? It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Don't call me adorable. Jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, TZ. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Welp, that's the end of the video. This video was around way longer than I usually do. So, I hope it's worth waiting an extra day for it. See you in the next part. And see you for my Sonic 2 video. Yeah, there's 1 day left to do the form, so please get that done. Please, I want the accurate results. Alright, bye.